Welcome to the 2020 Georgia Engineering Awards, honoring the very best of the engineering profession. Please welcome the President and CEO of the American Council of Engineering Companies of Georgia, Michael Sullivan.
Come on. I'm actually shocked that anybody applauded. Thank you for that. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 Georgia Engineering Awards. A little late, but better than never, right? We did experience a little slight delay, just a slight teensy-weensy delay in our schedule for today's proceedings, but we're just thrilled to be here with each and every one of you to celebrate the excellent engineering projects, exceptional engineers, and the best of Georgia's engineering industry. We very much appreciate you being with us today, and we hope you're having a good time. Are you having a good time? All right. Well, I hope so, because that's what we're here for. We're here to have a good time. That's what celebrations do, and we're here to celebrate engineering. We've also worked long and hard with our partners here at the Whitley Hotel on the best way to pull off this event safely. So please continue to follow all the rules of social distancing, which you have done a very good job. I just want to say, I've been observing, you're doing a very good job. So you know the rules, right? Stay 6 feet apart, wear your mask when you're not at your table, and please, no handshaking or hugging. But for some of you, this is no problem. Essentially, this is like every middle school dance or party that you ever went to. You know, it's just muscle memory. You've got this down. We know you've got this. Also, and I'll put myself in this category, this is a perfect time for us to use a greeting that many of us perfected back in our middle school days. Obviously, this is not the 500-person event, black tie event that we had originally planned for you back in March. And some of our award winners were understandably not available or were able to join us today. But we are recording and live streaming this event. You're on the interwebs right now. That's exciting, right? That's right. We're recording this event and live streaming this event, as well as tonight's awards dinner to anyone who couldn't be in person so they can watch. So the actual audience is much bigger than what you see in the room right now. In fact, see that camera back there? That's the live stream camera. Let's everybody turn around and wave at our massive online audience, the millions of people watching us live around the world. Hi, guys. Hope you're both having a good time. Thanks, Mom. Something else that's bigger than what you see in this room is the list of award winners. When we divided this event into two, our 500-person event into two separate events, we divided all of the awards between the two events as well. So, for right now, you're mostly just going to see the awards for those who were able to attend the awards brunch and not seeing the awards for those folks who are going to be at the awards dinner. More on that particular point, each of you at your table have a lovely, lovely program that we printed back in March. Those programs are really nice, aren't they? Yeah, really sleek, really expensive, and completely wrong. So, if you're one of those OCD people that need to know the exact schedule of everything that's about to happen into this award show, get out your camera, take a picture of this QR code, and you will have an absolutely up-to-date, up-to-the-minute, accurate schedule of today's proceedings. And an accurate program for you to follow along if you need to do that, and I know some of you do have that OCD issue. Of course, we also, since you're only seeing half the awards this morning, or this afternoon, actually, it's still morning, right? Nope, afternoon. All the afternoon references are accurate now. We are going to live stream tonight's awards, so we hope you'll watch that. I know you don't have anything else planned tonight, and what could be more exciting than snuggling up at home and watching part 2 of the Georgia Engineering Awards. That's right, nothing could be more exciting than snuggling up at home. Don't Netflix and chill, Georgia Engineering Awards and chill tonight. I'll give you a little list. We do, even though they're not being awarded right now in this event, we did want to give you We did want to honor the folks who are being honored later this evening. First, our Merit Award winners who are receiving their award this evening. Kun-Young Chu and Associates for the structural investigation of the Mathis City Auditorium. Oasis Consulting Service for the Gillum Logistics Center, Building 150. Kimley Horn for the Capitol Square Extension. Uzin and Case for the Candida Building for Innovative Sustainable Design. And Prime Engineering for the Georgia International Convention Center Area Development Program. The Engineer of the Year Award winners who are receiving their awards this evening are the Engineering Student of the Year, ARIEL Dornish, who's an environmental engineering student at Mercer University. The Engineer of the Year in Construction, Kun-Young Chu and Associates. It's a good night for Kun-Young Chu. He's getting 2 awards tonight, he and his firm. Engineer of the Year in Education, RENEE BUTLER from Kennesaw State University. The Engineer of the Year in Industry, John Pearson from the Georgia Tech Research Institute. The Engineer of the Year in Private Practice, ANITA Atkinson with Patterson Dewar Engineers. The Georgia Engineer of the Year, Susan Burns from the Georgia Institute of Technology. I think they call that place Georgia Tech. And the Honor Award winners who are receiving their awards this evening. R2T for the City of Atlanta Water Distribution System Model Calibration and Capital Improvement Plan Development. That one really just rolls off the tongue. Uzin and Case, 725 Ponce, a much easier project to describe and to speak on. CHA Consulting, the US 27 at Custer Road Interchange Improvements. And the biggest awards this evening, the state awards winners this evening are W.K. Dixon and Company for the wastewater facility renovations. There's nothing more exciting than a wastewater facility renovation award. Kimley Horn, Super Bowl 53 Transportation Playbook. United Consulting for the Edge on the Beltline. Well, that just sounds fun, doesn't it? The Edge on the Beltline. Because of their importance, the Engineering Influence, Engineering Impact, and Engineer of the Year Lifetime Achievement Award all will be presented at both of today's events. Those are the highest awards, and we felt it was important for those folks to be honored at both events. And don't forget, there's 2 awards that are not going to be honored at this event, and they're not going to be honored tonight at dinner. They're going to be honored Monday morning, live, and those awards are the People's Choice Award and the Engineering Excellence Grand Prize Award. We're going to announce those both live on Zoom this Monday at 11 a.m. So put that on your calendar and join us for that Zoom announcement on Monday. We're very excited to do that first live stream of our Engineering Excellence Grand Prize and People's Choice Award. Let's give all of these award winners, none of whom are here, a big round of applause. Of course, this event is made possible by the participation of the engineering associations that make up the Georgia Engineering Alliance, each of which nominate candidates for the Volunteer of the Year Award and for GSPE's various Engineer of the Year Awards. And they also help sponsor this event. The Georgia Engineering Alliance, or GEA, is a partnership of Georgia's engineering associations, and we want to thank those GEA associations that have chosen to participate in supporting the Georgia Engineering Awards. They are the American Council of Engineering Companies of Georgia, my personal favorite, the Georgia section of the American Society of Engineers, Civil Engineers, the Georgia chapter of the American Society of Highway Engineers, the Georgia Engineering Foundation, the Georgia Society of Professional Engineers, the Georgia Institute of Transportation Engineers, the Intelligent Transportation Society of Georgia, Structural Engineers Association of Georgia, and Women's Transportation Seminar Atlanta chapter. Please join me in giving these GEA associations a warm round of applause for their support. Finally, and definitely most importantly, we want to thank our sponsors. There is absolutely no way we could put on an event like this without the generous support of our sponsors. First, our presenting sponsors, ATKINS. ATKINS strives for excellence, both in the projects they work on and the way they develop their business and their people. ATKINS is a proud supporter of ACEC Georgia and is honored to be here celebrating engineering excellence in Georgia. Jacobs. Jacobs' focus on building long-term client relationships has helped them become one of the largest and most diverse companies in our industry. Today, there are 52,000 employees, including 975 employees in Georgia, deliver innovative, comprehensive solutions to their clients in transportation, water, environmental, planning, operations and maintenance, program and construction management, and much, much more. The University of Georgia College of Engineering. The University of Georgia's College of Engineering is committed to empowering a new generation of engineers. Their students connect challenging coursework and bedrock theoretical understanding with uncommon, hands-on, real-world experience. They're driven by a spirit of learning, discovery, and innovation that distinguishes Bulldog engineers from all others. Go Dogs. And VHB. VHB's passionate team of 1,600 engineers, scientists, planners, and designers provides consulting engineering services to clients in the transportation, real estate, institution, and energy markets. VHB is ranked among the top design firms by ENR and partners with clients from more than 30 offices along the East Coast, including the metropolises of Atlanta and Beaufort. Thank you. To improve mobility, enhance communities and economic vitality, and balance development and infrastructure needs with environmental stewardship. I'm from Gwinnett County. I love a good Beaufort shout out. Also, I want to mention, if you haven't gotten to sample, 3 of our presenting sponsors have signature drinks: the Atkins Irish Coffee, the Jacob's Juice, which frankly sounds like something you would get at a frat party, and my personal favorite from a creativity standpoint, the VHB Bloody Mary. So visit the bars, try those signature drinks, and thank your sponsors. Speaking of thanking our sponsors, let's thank our platinum sponsor, Pond. Next, our gold sponsors: American Engineers, Georgia Tech College of Engineering, R2T, Rochester & Associates, RS&H, United Consulting, and WSP. And thank you to our silver sponsors, whose names appear on the screen behind me. I'd also like to take a moment to thank each and every one of the individuals who had to cancel their in-person participation for this event for whatever reason, but who generously chose to donate the cost of their ticket to the event. We really, really appreciate each of them for doing that, as well as all of our sponsors for their generous support. Let's thank them and all of our sponsors once again. And you know, we needed that support, frankly, now more than ever, because we lost a lot of money on this event when we had to postpone it. I don't know if you've ever canceled an event 2 days before you were supposed to have it, but it's kind of expensive. They've already ordered the food and stuff. So we obviously had to make some cuts to the expenses for this event. So at this point, instead of me introducing 2 very talented and funny actor-comedians from award-winning, Emmy award-winning TV shows, like we had planned back in March, we had to go in a very different direction, a much, much cheaper direction. And by cheaper, what I really mean is free. Your MC for this afternoon, though, is someone who deserves no introduction. Emmys, Oscars, Grammys, he's watched them all on TV. He once appeared on the stage of Saturday Night Live's famed Studio 8H when he was taking the NBC studio tour. Of all the MCs we've had for the Georgia Engineering Awards, I can say this with absolute certainty: he is the most recent. That's right, it's me. Wow, thank you for that thunderous applause. Thank you. It's a real pleasure. Worth every penny that you're paying for it. Again, did I mention free? Part of my job description. Also, I do have a little logistics note for all of the award winners. So we're going to place your award. See how I'm moving? Isn't that fun? It's exciting, right? Right here. So guess which side of the stage you're going to come up on? This side of the stage. Don't walk over there. This is where your award is. It's going to be right here, sanitized for your protection by Brittany, right? I mean, ish. They're very clean awards. We've polished them all so they're shiny and new and clean, and there's no fingerprints. Your award will be right here. You'll walk up the steps. You'll take this space right here, and that's going to be a great photo, I think, Jen. What is he doing? I caught one this big. You're going to take a picture right here, and then you're going to shuffle on off back to your stage. We all good on the logistics? All right. That's good. Also, one more note I almost left out. You know, you're engineers, right? So all of the safety precautions that we've put in place are part and parcel of what your charge is. What is an engineer's charge, right? To protect the health, safety, and welfare of the public. So we are asking you to wear your masks when you're not at your table, with one exception. When you come up here to take your picture, you can take your masks off if you choose. But, just throwing this out, a mask is a great way to hide chubby cheeks and a double chin. It's like Spanx for your face. So, personally, I'm wearing them for photos all the time, even when I'm the only person in the room. It's your choice. Do what you want. Let's get started by honoring some of our award winners. Starting with the Volunteer of the Year. Volunteers are vital to any association. They dedicate their time and talent to organize events, start up new programs, and so much more. In short, they make things happen without expecting anything in return, which is really just a nice way of saying that they do a lot of work and don't get paid for it. Whether it's showing up at 6 a.m. on a cold, snowy Saturday morning to greet students at the annual Introduce a Girl to Engineering event, or hosting a dinner to award aspiring engineering students with college scholarships, the engineering community is made better by its volunteers. Please join me in congratulating the winner of this year's Engineering Association Volunteer of the Year Award, STEFKA VACHEVA, with HEATH and LINEBACK. And today, as our award winners make their way to the stage, I thought it would be fun to share some fun facts about each of the award winners. Also, some of these facts may not be true. STEFKA is a licensed engineer in training. She's a certified lead green associate. She's a member of ASCE's Georgia Younger Member Group, where she increased social and professional participation and created a Young Member Award program. Also, she changed her name to STEFKA VACHEVA to make herself seem more exotic. Her real name is Anastasia Delacroix Maldonado. She was just elected secretary of the ASCE Georgia section, and she's an alumna of Kennesaw State University, class of 2015, where she got a degree in civil engineering and a degree in surveying and mapping. And she's a staff engineer with HEATH and LINEBACK. Give her another round of applause. Congratulations, Anastasia. I know her real name. GSPE's Engineer of the Year Awards recognize outstanding engineers for their individual achievements in the various fields of professional engineering. The selection process is based on the engineer's contributions to the profession, the public welfare, and humankind. The Engineer of the Year award categories for 2020 are Engineering Student of the Year, Young Engineer of the Year, Engineer of the Year in Education, Engineer of the Year in Construction, Engineer of the Year in Government, Engineer of the Year in Industry, Engineer of the Year in Private Practice, the Georgia Overall Engineer of the Year, and the Lifetime Achievement Award in Engineering. Please join me in congratulating the Young Engineer of the Year, Holly Painter with KCI Technologies. Here are some fun facts about Holly Painter. Again, some of these might not be true. She was born in Colorado. She grew up in Pensacola, Florida. She attended Florida State University, where she got a degree in civil engineering, and she played the role of Chief Osceola at all FSU home football games for all 4 years she was in college. She won this role by fighting and killing the previous Osceola, as is FSU tradition. She's lived in Georgia for 11 years. She's involved in many of Georgia's engineering organizations and is a project manager with KCI Technologies. She enjoys volunteering within the engineering community, and Holly and her husband Nick are furries. They have fur babies. They love their fur babies. I apologize, Holly. I misread that. Please give Holly a round of applause. I just want to be clear, they're not furries. I misread that. I apologize. I'm sorry. She's my boss. It is often said that engineering is a team sport. That's because engineering isn't just one person working all by themselves, doing everything by themselves. It's about a team coming together and working to come up with the most creative solutions to what their client is trying to achieve. Successful projects are the most visible and lasting result of that kind of team effort, and ACEC Georgia's Engineering Excellence Awards recognize those outstanding engineering projects which demonstrate the highest degree of merit and ingenuity. The project winners are selected by a committee of judges who represent a variety of engineering disciplines. Our 2020 Engineering Excellence Awards judges were Jim Croy, CEO of Croy Engineering, Tracy Rathbone-Stiff, Executive Director of the Town Center CID, Wendy Dyson with Atkins, Sarub Bhattacharya with Parsons, and Holly Painter with KCI Technologies. Interestingly, she got on the committee by fighting and killing to the death the person who was originally appointed, which is ACEC's tradition. Please give the Engineering Excellence Awards judges a big round of applause. The Engineering Excellence Awards judges were tasked with reviewing applications for 33 different projects and then deciding which of those projects would be honored with the first, second, and third place awards. Not all projects that are submitted receive awards. There are no participation trophies here. Third place awards receive merit awards, second place receive the honor awards, and the first place awards receive the state awards. And out of all of the state award winners, one project is chosen for the coveted overall grand prize award, which I mentioned earlier, but I'll mention a couple more times, will be announced along with the People's Choice Award winner on Monday morning via Zoom at 11 a.m. You've all put that on your calendars, right? We need those metrics. We need those analytics. We're trying to increase our social media presence, so please join us on Monday at 11 a.m. And I'm sure the award winners will appreciate the largest audience possible. With that, please join me in congratulating this year's Merit Award winners who are being honored during our brunch program today. First, Gresham Smith for the State Route 10, U.S. Highway 78 at State Route 124, displaced left turn, including Henry CLOWER Boulevard. And Modern Mobility Partners for the Virginia Avenue Smart Corridor Study. Congratulations to each of our Merit Award winners. Now moving on to our Engineering Excellence Honor Award winners who are being honored during the brunch program. The first goes to Michael Baker for the 21L Engineered Material Arresting System at DEKALB-PEACHTREE Airport. Team members of this project included Mario Evans, Airport Director of DEKALB-PEACHTREE Airport, and from Michael Baker International, Joseph Snyder, Department Manager, and McKenna Perkins, Project Manager. The project team could not all join us today, but there are people walking up, which tells me that maybe that changed. Quentin Watkins, Vice President and Office Executive with Michael Baker, will accept the award on their behalf. The 21L Engineered Material Arresting System, or EMAS, at DEKALB-PEACHTREE Airport is the first and only EMS in the state of Georgia. EMAS systems, as you all know, involve the installation of crushable materials at the end of an airport runway in order to stop any aircraft that might overrun that runway. It is designed so that the tires of an aircraft would sink into the material, slowing the aircraft down as it rolls forward. EMAS is a creative solution for airports where there is not enough available land to have a standard 1,000-foot runway overrun area. This innovative project will set the stage for future use of EMAS to enhance safety at other airports in Georgia. Let's give them another round of applause. Congratulations. You know, the other advantage of wearing a mask when you get your picture taken is they don't know whether you're smiling or not. It's true, think about it. Next, we honor American engineers for the Setting Down Road at Martin Road Roundabout. Team members for this project included Randy Gallegos, Vice President of American Engineers, and Tim Allen, Assistant Director of Traffic and Transportation Engineering for Forsyth County. Randy Gallegos is coming up to accept this award. This project successfully improved safety and increased capacity by converting a problematic intersection into a single-lane, four-legged roundabout, and that was no small feat, because the intersection system that it dealt with was much more complicated than a simple stop-and-go intersection. The roundabout has functioned exceptionally well and has greatly improved traffic operations in the area. AEI's design exceeded the client's expectations, brought the project in on budget, and earned overwhelming public appreciation, and that is the very definition of a successful project. Let's give them another round of applause. Congratulations. All right, switching back to the Engineer of the Year awards, which are the individual awards that we're presenting this afternoon. It is my distinct honor to present the Engineer of the Year in Government Award to Meg PIRKLE, Chief Engineer with the Georgia Department of Transportation. Unfortunately, Meg was unable to be with us today, but I think she sent one of her coworkers to accept this award on her behalf. And I do have some fun facts about Meg, some of which might not be true. She was appointed the Chief Engineer of the Georgia DOT in December 2014. She was the first woman ever to serve in this position, and she got there by rising up through the ranks of GDOT over a nearly 30-year career. She's passionate about transportation and about improving the quality of life for all Georgians. She's a huge fan of the transportation music playlist that I make every year for the Transportation Summit. She has amazing people skills and problem solving and communication skills. And one of her initiatives was to help reduce GDOT employee stress levels. So she started an after-hours fight club with Albert Shelby in the basement of the GDOT parking deck. Now you're probably wondering, why am I allowed to talk about that? That's because Georgia's open meetings laws require you to be able to talk about that particular fight club. Let's give Meg another round of applause. Thank God for those open meetings requirements too. As the day goes on, the awards get bigger, literally bigger. You see the bigger awards? Those are the ones we're giving out now. We're moving on to the Engineering Excellence State Awards, and our first winner is in the category of Industrial and Manufacturing Processes and Facilities, and the award goes to Pond for the Samsung Electronics Complex 3 expansion. Accepting the award for Pond are James Schoen, Associate and Architectural Designer, Mark Hanselman, Director of Engineering and Associate Principal, and Steve Schaefer. Now would be a great time to go to the bar and get one of those Jacob's juices that you could hoist in their honor as the Employer of the Year. Congratulations, you guys. Moving back to the Engineering Excellence State Awards, the Engineering Excellence State Awards, in the category of Special Projects, congratulations to Atkins for the Renew Atlanta T-SPLOST Program Management Project. Team members for this project included Kiri Lord, Program Manager, Ambika Berta, Deputy Program Manager, Mike Nillis, Senior Project Controls Manager, Chandler Ford, Project Control Specialist, and from the City of Atlanta, Josh Rowan, Commissioner of the Atlanta Department of Transportation. Unfortunately, the project team could not be here today, but Taylor Wright, Sector Manager and Vice President at Atkins, will accept this award on their behalf. Congratulations. Our next Engineering Excellence State Award winner in the category of Structural Systems is Michael Baker International for the Cortlandt Street Bridge Replacement Project in the City of Atlanta. Accepting the award from Michael Baker International are Al Bowman, Vice President and Atlanta Office Manager, Tommy Montgomery, Vice President and Southeast Regional Director, Ben Klopper, Roadway Department Manager, and Bill Rusum, Traffic Department Manager. And from the Georgia Department of Transportation, Andrew Honig, Design Build Program Manager, and Rick O'Hara, Design Build Project Manager. Congratulations, guys. Also notice we had a little Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing going on there where you guys were watching your own video and you could see the shadows. All right. Congratulations to all of our Engineering Excellence State Award winners. ACEC Georgia's Engineering Influence and Engineering Impact Awards honor individuals, one from the public sector, one from the private sector, whose outstanding leadership and achievements have had a positive impact on both the engineering industry and Georgia's overall business community. By that measurement, there is no disputing the tremendous impact that Georgia Ports Authority Executive Director Griff Lynch's leadership has had on our industry and our state's economic vitality. Georgia's ports are magnets for international trade and investment and gateways to the world for Georgia-grown and Georgia-manufactured products. They are also one of Georgia's most powerful economic engines, supporting nearly 500,000 jobs, $106 billion in sales, and nearly $9 billion in federal, state, and local tax revenue each and every year. The Port of Savannah is the largest single-operator port facility in North America, the fastest growing port in the United States, and the fourth largest port in total volume in the United States. As Executive Director, Griff oversees all port activity and a 1,300-person strong staff and a budget with annual operating revenues of $474 million. Griff Lynch is a proven leader, and we are proud to honor him with the 2020 Engineering Influence Award. Unfortunately, Griff and his team could not be with us to accept this award this afternoon. However, he was kind enough to record some remarks to share with us today.
Good afternoon. My name is Griff Lynch, and I'm the Executive Director for the Georgia Ports Authority. I want to take a moment to thank SULLY and the ACEC team for the recognition of the Engineering Influence Award. Of course, I received this award on behalf of our entire team at the Georgia Ports and our port partners, especially Moffitt Nickel, AECOM, and Hussey Gay Bell. You know, one of the projects that I'm most proud of is the Mason Mega Rail, which is now open and operating. And I'm really excited that hopefully when things get back to normal, you can all come down and see it and enjoy this incredible achievement by the ports and our partners and the state. So thank you so much for this recognition. I wish you all a wonderful program.
And I just want to give him a round of applause. Hey, Griff. I'm sure he's watching live, and I just want to correct you, Griff. You're not accepting this award. I'm accepting this award on your behalf, and I just want to be clear how that works. I am not giving this award back. This is a really nice award, and I'm going to put this on my mantle, and I'm really excited to receive this award. Thank you so much. And thanks to Griff. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I've been told I'm not going to be able to keep the award. We will send it to Griff. I apologize. My mistake. It is a really nice award, though. It's hard to overstate the impact that Virgil Williams has had on the economic vitality of Georgia. And he got started early. Get this. Before he had even graduated from Georgia Tech, he had already developed a 40-home subdivision, a gas station, and a 12-unit apartment project in the city of Atlanta. What were you slackers doing when you were in college? None of that, right? Virgil later founded Williams Contracting, a company that made its mark in civil and industrial engineering, construction services, and real estate. Ever been to one of those banks inside of a grocery store? That was Virgil's idea. In the early 1980s, Virgil convinced Kroger supermarkets to allow him to open branches of the banks that he owned inside their Georgia stores. He later took that concept nationwide, creating a company that became so valuable that his banks, along with that company, eventually became a part of Bank America, a pretty big part of Bank America. Virgil later served on the board of directors of Bank of America. He served as chief of staff to Governor Zell Miller. He served as a member of the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia. And most recently, he and his family have led the transformation and revival of Lake Lanier Islands into a world-class resort. Most recently, making a deal with Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville development for them to invest millions of dollars into the island and into the Lanier World Water Park. Virgil Williams is a legendary Georgian, and we are honored to award him with the 2020 Engineering Impact Award. I am bummed that Virgil could not be with us today, but we're going to send his award home with his longtime friend, Daryl Rochester. Daryl, will you please come up and accept the award on Virgil's behalf? I'm getting out of the picture.
Virgil was disappointed that he couldn't be here today. He is, out of an abundance of caution, felt it was best to stay home. And so I'm sure you can understand that. Some 60 years ago, he was at Georgia Tech sharing, as Sully's already shared. Today, he's planning a $155 million hotel for the old Pine Isle location at Lake Lanier Islands, 60 years later. I asked myself, what in the world am I going to be doing when I'm that age? I hope I'm still walking. But he's getting after it all day, every day. And so thank you so much to do this for him. He's a wonderful man. I'll tell you a very quick story. My father started our business 54 years ago. 50 years ago, he hired a gentleman by the name of Billy Dover. Billy Dover was a party chief, worked for us. He celebrated 50 years with the firm this year. 15 years ago, Billy was working at a project called the River Club, which is in Gwinnett County, and Billy ran into a gentleman by the name of Virgil Williams. So Billy ended up taking care of doing some survey tasks that Mr. Williams needed. Rochester ended up with the project at Lake Lanier Islands because of Billy Dover making a relationship with Virgil Williams. Never underestimate how important it is that every person in your firm represents your firm well. And so to Mr. Williams, I thank you for the opportunity to serve and to be able to work with you. He is a very focused gentleman. He's done a lot of great things, but it's because of focus. And so thank you so much. I accept this on his behalf, and I'll be sure to make sure that he does get this one. So thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
It would look good on your shelf. Well, we're now down to the final and highest award for an individual engineer. GSPE bestows no higher honor than the Lifetime Achievement in Engineering Award. Joining a long list of distinguished engineers who are past winners of this award, it is my honor to announce Dr. Wayne Clough, President Emeritus of Georgia Tech, as the 2020 recipient of the Lifetime Achievement in Engineering Award. Unfortunately, Dr. Clough was also unable to be here to accept this award in person, but he did kindly record some thank you remarks for us.
At the outset, I'd like to say I'm sorry I'm not able to be with you tonight, but I have another obligation that I felt I had to honor. I'm very grateful to be with you, at least in this forum, to personally say thanks for this recognition that you've given me. To receive the Lifetime Achievement Award in Engineering is humbling and is a great honor, especially when you look at the other people who won this award, including my dear friend Rudy Barnapart, who won it last year. I want to congratulate the other award winners tonight who are with us, particularly Susan Burns, my colleague in civil engineering at Georgia Tech, and Virgil Williams, who is a fellow Tech alum and an old friend. You know, when you win a Lifetime Achievement Award, you start thinking a little bit and you say, first of all, I must be getting old, because you don't get Lifetime Achievement Awards unless you've aged a little bit, and I fit in that category. But the other thing you think about is how you got there and the people who helped you along the way. I would begin with my parents, who didn't get to go to college but saved all their money so I could go to college, and my father, who was the best self-taught engineer that I've ever known. But there are other people, teachers that you encountered, like George Sowers and Alex Vesage at Georgia Tech, Harry Seed, Mike Duncan, and Jim Mitchell at the University of California, Berkeley, and some of the great engineers that I was honored to work with in my consulting career, like Ben Gerwick, like Ralph Peck, and Tor Brecky. These men taught me things that I could not have learned by reading or experiencing on my own, and I'm honored to have known them in my lifetime. But in addition also, I want to say that I'm very grateful to my wife of 57 years who's been with me throughout this whole journey. She put up with a lot of travel and a lot of work on my part, and I'm grateful that she was with me throughout this time. She always reminds me that lots of times when I was traveling, things happened at home that weren't so nice, like a kid falling sick, and she said, "Flower, you're always out of town." But God bless her, she put up with me for 57 years, and I'm thankful for that. So in closing, though, I would like to thank you for one more thing, and that is reminding people that I am an engineer. And not that I was an engineer, I still am an engineer and always have been throughout my life. But today, in the positions that I've held, I often get introduced as the former president of Georgia Tech or the former secretary of the Smithsonian, and am lauded for things that occurred during those working assignments. But very rarely do people mention that I am an engineer. And it was engineering that made me who I am. I wanted to be an engineer from my childhood. And engineering allowed me to fulfill my dreams. It allowed and prepared me to take on these other more difficult assignments that I had later in my life. And I will always be grateful to engineering for what it did for me and for my life. And I'm thankful to all of you for what you're doing to honor the profession of engineering here tonight. So thank you again for the recognition that you've given me. God bless.
We are honored to present this award to Dr. Clough. We're also honored to accept it on his behalf, and I will not keep this one. We will send it to Dr. Clough. Have you had a good time? Well, on behalf of ACEC Georgia and the Georgia Society of Professional Engineers, I do want to thank each and every one of you for being with us this afternoon. And congratulations once again to each of our award winners. Those that were here with us, those who are watching from home, thousands of folks watching right now from home, and those who will be with us later this evening. Before you